So the first step is to work out where I actually want my asymmetric seam to start and on which side. So I've measured from the waist down and popped a pin in where I want one side to finish. I've then gone to the other side and again measured from the waist down. This is going to be my longer side. And then I've popped a pin in there. This will just help me to identify how severe the curve will be before I transfer it to my pattern. I've got my pattern block here. I'm now going to cut out the back and the front skirt block. I'm going to grab a piece of paper, align the pattern ruler with the edge of the paper so that my plumb line is at a 90-degree angle. Then I'm going to repeat that on the other side to match the line up. I'm now going to take my skirt block, the front one, and I'm going to align the hip with the plumb line and trace around it, including the darts. I'm going to take the front pattern block again and I'm going to flip it over this time and align the center front line and then trace around the other side so that I have a full skirt block instead of just a half. I'm going to label the center front as well as adding in a grain line, and I do that by aligning the pattern ruler with the hip line and drawing a line with arrowheads at a 90-degree angle. I'm also labeling the side seams as well. So I'm now going to take my real scale measurement. So that is the left side and the right side. My left side was 32 centimeters. So I need to divide that by 4 to get 8. And then the right side was 52 divided by 4, so that's 13. I'm going to measure on the left side 8 centimeters down from the waist. And I've marked those two positions with red marks. I'm then going to take my curved pattern ruler and I'm going to join up those two lines to create my new hem. I've now taken another piece of paper and drawn a plumb line again. I'm now going to trace my new pattern. Now taken another piece of paper and drawn a plumb line again. I've positioned my master pattern block underneath with the hip line aligned with the plumb line. And I'm now going to trace my new pattern using a ruler for the straight lines. Okay, now that's done. I've labeled the side seam, the center front, I've added a grain line, the hip line, and the other side seam. I've repeated the same steps with the back, but please note that the asymmetric seam will be flipped because that is where it will be joined at the side seam.